Hey everybody, if you're like me, you're a sucker for reaction videos. Like the first time I ever watched a reaction video, when I understood what it was and what was happening, I felt like it was ridiculous and completely pointless. But I watched it, and there's something about the act of seeing somebody experience something for the first time that allows you to live vicariously through that experience. And I can't explain it. I just like reaction videos. It's cheesy, it's kind of illogical, but I like them. And one of the things that I've been interested in trying on the channel for a long time is sort of a series that I would call SK Reactions. And I'm pretty familiar with most aspects of the Stephen King universe, the written universe at least, but I've not honestly watched a ton of the movies based on Stephen King's works. I've seen a handful over the years, and the ones that I've seen, generally I've watched multiple times. But what I decided would be an area that I'm pretty inexperienced with, that I could provide legitimate reactions to, seeing them for the first time, would be the trailers for Stephen King movies. So depending on how it goes, that's sort of my plan. I'm going to do a few of these reaction videos to Stephen King movie, TV show, or miniseries trailers. And yeah, we'll just see how it goes. The first one that I'm going to do, what I'm going to do today, is the trailer for the 2020 series adaptation of The Stand, which I honestly, true to God, I never watched. Like with a lot of Stephen King things, I'm interested, and then I don't get around to it right away, and then I hear reviews start to come in, and as far as I understand, The Stand got some poor reviews. So I never took the plunge. I never really tried to seek it out. I don't know much about it, but I am excited to sort of take a look. So give me just a sec. I'm going to go get set up at my computer, and I will be right back with you.
And now a word about our sponsor.
Since 2001, The Collector has been a cornerstone resource of the Stephen King collecting community, providing information about remarks, manufacturing and selling slipcases to protect your cherished titles, providing forums where you can connect with like-minded collectors, and providing information about all the books a collector could possibly be interested in, from limited editions to first editions and all the other editions to boot. Additionally, The Collector provides up-to-the-minute information and exciting news about everything Stephen King, collected from all over the internet. StephenKingCollector.com. Go check it out. You'll be glad you did.
Okay, Paramount Plus original. That could be one reason why I've not sought this out. I do not have Paramount Plus. But anyway, let's take a look.
I'm scared.
Me too.
Where will we go?
Welcome to the Boulder Free Zone. Stu Redmond. Which one of you is Larry Underwood?
How do you know who I am?
How do you think?
Mother Abigail? All I know is that we dreamed of her and she was real.
She brought us all together. Keep us safe.
Was that Whoopi Goldberg? Okay. Stu Redmond, casting fantastic. Larry Underwood, I dig it. New York City. Some of the best and most iconic scenes in The Stand, to me, involve New York City, trying to escape the city, the chaos in the city, and I'm liking the little glimpses. I recognize that this was like an 8 or 10 hour mega mini series, but the glimpses of New York, pretty cool.
In these uncertain times,
I am in the way of knowing things. I know you feel him.
Calls himself the Dark Man. But mostly I just see his wolf.
Mother Abigail told us that there are two sides. There's the good, and then there's a deep well of darkness.
setting her free. Come run on home with me. Boom.
Okay, I had heard about Alexander Skarsgård as Randall Flagg. That is a pretty cool casting choice.
In the world that was, they told you it was wrong to want more. Their time is at an end. Our time has begun.
There's better days ahead. Death and terror. The dark man grows stronger every day. And soon he'll destroy all who stand against him. The world is now a blank page. And it is there. You must make your stand.
So honestly, I have no idea, based on that 2-minute trailer, why this got such bad reviews. I would be curious if you've seen this, if you watched the whole thing. Sound off in the comments. Let me know what you thought of the miniseries, because watching that makes it look really cool. And I understand it's hours and hours long, and I think, to me, that's one of the most interesting changes. In the 80s and the 70s, the movies themselves were usually better than the trailers. The trailers were pretty dang campy and corny and dated. But today, sometimes they can make a trailer look amazing, and it doesn't necessarily reflect the overall quality of the work that it's representing. Also, look at this, and it's painfully obvious. Like the last representation of The Stand, the last adaptation, was, I think, the 6-hour miniseries that was made for TV in the 90s. And, the big money was in movies. It was not in TV. And so that miniseries, I think it was fine, but it struggled a bit. It was good for TV, but it struggled a bit with just a general lack of budget and the lack of the inability to go certain places content-wise for TV. But this has the production values of a major movie. And to me, I feel like in the past 10 or 15 years, the emphasis, the focus has really changed. It's shifted from TV, or from movies to TV. And if there was ever a good venue or avenue or way to adapt such a lengthy and complex novel, an 8 or 10 episode series on Paramount Plus or Hulu or Netflix, those things were tailor-made for adapting Stephen King. So from the trailer alone, this looks really exceptional. I like the casting choices that were made, but from the reviews that I've heard after the fact, apparently it wasn't that great. Maybe it was the fact that it came out in 2020 and was just absolutely the worst or best, depending on your perspective, possible time for a story like that to have been released. But again, let me know what you think in the comments. And if you have a recommendation or a suggestion for a trailer that I should check out, most of these are going to be brand new to me, so I'm actually really excited about this. Put it in the comments. I'd be happy to take your recommendations and your suggestions. And this was actually a lot of fun, so I may do a few more of these just for my own amusement. But anyway, thanks as always to channel sponsor Thomas over at skcollector.com, and thanks to you for your viewership and your support of me and the channel. I really appreciate it. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you take care of yourselves and have a great rest of your day. I will talk to you later. Bye.